We've just done videos on how to use the automatic buttonhole foot, which you can click right up over here to find that one. How to do the manual buttonholes. So that means you can do buttonholes longer than the foot allows you to go. You can make a buttonhole this big if you wanted to. And then now I'm going to show you how you make a corded buttonhole. So I have some cord, and I'm going to actually show you how it attaches to the automatic foot, and then I'm actually going to do it with the manual foot just to show that it's that easy. So you notice there's a little kind of hook on the back part of this. Take your cord and divide it in half, and then take the loop of that cord and hook it over the back of that little notch. And then it's going to come up the front of the buttonhole foot. See those little fingers in the front? Bring the cords up between those. Now what you're noticing is that the cord is positioned perfectly parallel right where the buttonhole satin stitches are going to stitch. So a corded buttonhole is used to give fabric stability, or also a little bit more of a raised look to the buttonhole. You often will see this done like on wool or coat buttonholes, anything that might have a little bit of a nap, that's going to be the difference there. So the manual buttonhole has the same thing where there's a little hook on the back part of the foot. So I'm going to show you that I'm going to just hook it underneath, but then the cords actually lay in the little groove underneath the foot. So they'll be guided perfectly. So let's just go ahead and set this up for the manual buttonhole foot or buttonholes. Usually that means that we need to put a beginning mark and an end mark. For right now, I'm going to just kind of make a random length of buttonhole here, but I'll walk you through the steps. So I'm hooking it around the back part of the foot, and then I'm going to go ahead and lower the presser foot. That can kind of help hold things in place. For a manual buttonhole, we are going to use the reverse button to kind of show you how that's done. And then it's just going to go ahead and stitch a satin stitch, but it's stitching over the cord. When I get to the length that I need, I can touch the reverse button. It'll do the tack at the top, and then start stitching down the right side. And now I have control over where to tell the machine that we started. At this point, I kind of came back to where we began. I'll touch the reverse button again, and that will stitch over the tack and the locking stitches and everything. But let me show you where the cord goes. And it doesn't matter if you use a manual buttonhole foot or an automatic one, but look where the cord is. You have this loop coming out the edge, and you get a hold of one of the cords and you gently pull until that loop completely disappears. But boy, can you tell the difference? This buttonhole is just so much more dramatic. I think it's actually the way I think we all should make buttonholes, but I know we don't always think of it this way. They're not that hard. You just need the little cord. The foot's going to hold the cord for you. You clip off the ends, you give it a little pull, and now that buttonhole is very, very stable. It feels great too. And that's as easy it is to insert cord into a buttonhole that you have built into your machine.